Okay, so we're getting into part 12 or something. I've lost count again, even though I've just been talking about it. So just make a part 12 folder and rename this to part 12. Okay, and in this part we're going to be making these dead trees up here. Okay, so there's another one over here somewhere. Yeah, okay. And yeah, it's just to break up the scene even further after all these plants. So we've created our big, fat, nasty trees, and all of these twigs, we can just get rid of those. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, as I say, going to make these dead trees. So if we just move all of these into our little complete, in fact let's just move these twigs as well into one of these junk layers. So that one over there will do fine. And okay, with this we're just going to move these back a bit so that the shrubs are in front of them. And yeah, okay. Also just scale these down so that they look more to scale with everything. And now that we've done that, we're going to need to adjust the particle systems as well. Now this is just a bit of finalising our previous section, so set the size down to like a 0.01. No, 0.02. Okay, yeah, set the size of these twigs down to 0.02. And what that will do is just, you know, get them back into the right sort of scale. Okay, and now we're going to get into the dead trees. So again, like we made, like the same way we made the shrubs, as we used the sapling. So again, to make sure that go to File, User Preferences, and under Add-ons type in sapling, and then make sure that that box is ticked. And that way, now when you go to add, you can add in the curve, add tree. Okay, and now if we select this, click on bevel, there's not really a lot we're going to do, to be honest, so we just go to the branch splitting, and just decrease the base size a bit, and increase the base splits just to like 1 or something, and increase the split angle and the variation. Alright, and then there we go. And I'm going to add in a new level, and that's, you know, there's not going to do much. I mean, we're just trying to make a dead tree, so it's not much. So where are we? We've got some branch growth, maybe curvature. Yeah, right. Play around with this a bit until you get incredibly bored or something. Okay, yeah, just play around with the variation and stuff like that. Okay, and that's, I don't want to say that's it, but that's probably it. Also, if we go to the geometry and set this back to auto, or set this to auto, whatever. Yeah, okay. We're not going to add any leaves. I mean, you can if you want to, but these were made to be dead trees, so we're not going to do that. Also, I might just increase the bevel resolution to 2 or something, and the curve resolution to 6, and that's just completely optional. Now we're going to create a preset. This is just going to be dead tree, or I don't know, how about yeah, tree 1, okay, and then we're just going to export that preset, and I want to find a better seed for this, because this is not good. Okay, seed 3 is a good seed. And alright, so now let's just move this over here. Give this a new material. In fact, look, let's give it the shrub trunk material. Okay, just like that. And then see if we need to. Oh, hang on. What the? Wait. Oh right, yeah. We need to press Alt C and change this into a mesh. And now we get geometry instead of random curve points. And I think maybe I've made it a bit too high resolution, like in the mesh, so that's a bit of a problem, but it's fine really. So now to add another tree, give it the preset that we made it, so tree 1, okay, and increase the seed to, okay, that would be quite an interesting one. So how about we change the in fact, that's fine. Let's go to branch splitting, set the levels to 3, and yep, give it that material, so shrub, trunk. Okay, and I'm going to add another tree that has the same template again, or preset, and increase the random seed for this. We had that one, and then now let's go for let's see, some of these look really strange, and I think, how does that one look? Okay, yeah, let's go for that. I mean, it's nice and simple, really. So yeah, we go to the branch splitting and add another level, and then give it, you need to convert this into a mesh, and convert this into a mesh, and give it the shrub trunk. Okay, and that way now we have 3 dead trees, and that's fine. Maybe no, let's not add another one, that's fine. Okay, so these are the dead trees that we've got now. Let's just move these back into our little mini garden thing that we're making here. I don't know why I've got this, it's just pointless, but it's fun. So, you know, and also it gives me a nice render for, you know, I don't know, but you know, it's best to just, like, it's nice to just put some things around, and then you can take a look at what you've got in your scene and see how some things work with each other. So okay, so let's maybe just bring this over here like that. Alright, and okay, that's not looking too bad. So there we go, we've now finished our dead trees. I'm going to render this now, this final scene, when I bring back my camera and my lights. So, you know, these latest few parts have just been really short, just giving you just a few extra tips on creating certain aspects of nature, and in the next part will be well, yeah, the next part will be joining them all together. Well, no, specifically in the next part we'll be creating the ground, so the nice reflective wet ground, and that would be about it really. And after that we can get into some finishing off the scene stuff, and as well as compositing. So yeah, 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, I just got some random, I've got a blocked nose today, and you know, things get a bit weird when I start talking. So okay, alright, so now that we've done that, there's a few things we need to fix, like the texture on this tree over here, and also the textures on these dead trees, because the shrub thing, it's not small enough to also have that one working. Okay, so let's see what's wrong with this one. Okay, let's maybe just rotate it round by 180 degrees, and no one will notice anything. Okay, and with these, what we're going to do is just make it a separate material. We're going to call it dead tree, and we're going to select our other dead trees here, and then select the one that we just edited the material of, and then press Ctrl L and choose materials. Okay, and that way now we've got a dead tree material on all of them. Okay, and we're going to go into our textures here, and we're going to change this to dead tree. You have to click on the 2 first, otherwise it will rename it for everything. And I'm going to set the size to even smaller than that, so 0.0002. Okay, now when we give this another render, we should be looking okay. Okay, so yeah, you can see the tree in the background has been fixed, simply because now we don't have to look at it, and these dead trees are now looking quite good. So we can now get into the next part, where we will, as I say, be working on the ground. I might just set this to 0.004, and that would just, because I think it's looking a bit small, like a bit too grainy. And that's for the dead tree texture, by the way. Okay, so with that said, let's get into the next tutorial.